Welcome back. We are continuing our Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Azata campaign. Doing Act 1 at the moment, and we've just arrived at Horgus Gwerm's mansion to do... he asked us to come here as a side quest. So let's get on with it. Ah, there you are, at last. You certainly took your time. I thought perhaps you got lost on the way here. I was already regretting not drawing you a map. Augus's relief is palpable, even through his grousing. It's a tragedy to see one's house in such a sorry state. And I always had a few guards in my service, you know. I hope those blockheads died honourably and didn't simply flee at the first sign of danger. Horgus turns towards the corridor with a pensive expression on his face. My manor, you see, contains several items that are of great value to me. I wish to retrieve them before they are discovered by my fellow citizens, who in the current chaos seem to have taken to thieving and marauding like ducks to water. So here's what I want you to do. Take a stroll through my house, peek into the rooms, and if you find anyone, kill them on the spot. That'll teach any other opportunists to stay away from Horgus Gwerm's manor. While I was standing here by the entrance, I could clearly hear the sound of someone rooting around inside. Any possessions of mine you find in there, you can keep. It's all as good as lost to me anyway. When you're sure the house is empty, give me a signal from my study window. Wave a torch around or something like that. You can decide when you get there. This should be good. I'm always up for poking around a fancy manor. I've done many things in my life, but playing the part of an intrepid mercenary rummaging through someone else's tastelessly decorated and poorly planned mansion is a novelty to me. How droll. I deeply regret that you had to participate in this, my dear Count. Come now, I love a good caper, even when the setting offends my aesthetic sensibilities. What are these valuable items that you're worth risking your life by going back to the manor? Never you mind. I'm paying you to clear out the ruffians inside, not ask questions. Horgus glares at you for a few seconds before dropping his gaze. In any case, you will learn what all this is about just as soon as you clear the way to my study for me. So restrain your curiosity for now. You're not coming with me? The very notion. You think I hire guards to do my bidding just so I can put myself in danger along with them? No. I've taken my fair share of risks already today. But all the same, you took the risk of coming here even though you were well aware of the danger. What is it that draws you here so strongly, like a moth to a flame? Camellia, that's enough. Oh, seems I hit a sore spot. She quickly covers a smile that flits across her face. Alright, I understand. Well, get on with it. Or are you waiting for a special order? I shall await your signal. Horgus pauses. And good luck in there, I suppose. Oh, we've got a level up. Was not expecting that. Yeah, might as well do the level up now. Why not? Level 4, Magus Sword Saint. So we're just going to put all of our... you get 4 extra ability points, 1 every 4 levels until you hit level 20. We're just going to be putting them all into Dex, I think. Although you have 5 overall, so having an odd number is a little useless. But let's go and do that. Let's do Athletics, Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge World, Perception... And we don't need any more points in mobility for if we were going to dual class. So let's just do use magic device. And we can start using level 2 spells now, which is good. Frigid Touch. That goes well. I mean, we need Touch, Rain, I mean, that's good and bad, because we need touch range spells to use with our Magus kind of spell sword wielding mix. So that's good for that. But a lot of the enemies in this game are immune to cold damage, I think. Well, it's lightning damage that they're really immune to, but they've got resistances on cold. Glitter Dust is a good spell, but I think we're going to go Blur. The subject's outline appears blurred, shifted, and wavering. The distortion grants the subject concealment, 20% miss chance. So it's a good defensive buff. And we've got Bear's Endurance and Mirror Image already. We can learn more from scrolls if we need to. At 4th level, when a Sword Saint confirms a critical hit, he can spend 1 point from his arcane pool to increase his weapon's critical multiplier by 1. Perfect Strike. When a Sword Saint hits with his chosen weapon, he can spend 1 point from his arcane pool in order to maximise the weapon's damage. Don't roll for damage. So this guarantees the highest level of damage that we can get with our weapon, I think.
Everything has a price.
Have to be careful putting them on and off, because they're kind of on by default, so it will burn through, because these all share a pool of how often we can use them. But also we need to not forget that they exist. For now we've only got 1 spell slot there, so we'll just put Mirror Image. And yeah, we've got Shield there, that's useful. Right, Camellia. She gets an additional use of Smite, which is nice. We're going to put a point in Charisma, I think. Get her Persuasion. I mean, Daeron's better at persuading than her, but I'm going to up her mobility because her movement's been pretty rubbish. So that should hopefully help. Yeah, everything else has got is. Oh, actually no, we'll put 1 into Law Religion still, because she's still the best of that. And she's actually got some spells now. Call upon the strength and wisdom of a deity. You gain +1 luck bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls for every 3 caster levels you have. You challenge an evil creature to bring the fright to you, you will suffer the consequences. You gain a +2 sacred bonus. That's like the taunt, basically. Seeing as she's only got 1 spell slot, we'll make it that. Right, Camellia next. We'll be putting them into, yeah, dexterity. Trickery and perception. Yeah, I'm not going to keep Camellia around much longer. But Evil Eye is very good. The target takes a -2 penalty on either AC, ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws, or skill checks. And it lasts 3 plus the Shaman's Wisdom modifier. But it's just a good debuff. Lan, more into Zen Archer. I mean, Dex is good. I think we'll put it into Wisdom though, because he does get a bonus on his Wisdom. Yeah, athletics, mobility, and perception. We'll go key power bark skin. A monk with this key power can spend one point from his key pool as a standard action to grant himself a tough skin, which gives him extra defense. And it's it lasts a while as well, so it's a good kind of pre-buff. Now with Warjif, I am going to actually multi-class him into an alchemist, vivisectionist, because I've done builds like that with him and he's incredibly strong. But we'll do one more level into rogue eldritch scoundrel so we can get debilitating injury, which basically means you can apply a bunch of debuffs when you hit with your sneak attacks. And we're going to put it all into dexterity. Mobility, trickery, stealth, perception. Oh, he's got one more. Let's do... yeah, we'll just use magic device. And then for his level 2 spells, we definitely want mirror image. That's a very good defensive spell. You basically create a bunch of copies of yourself. And false life is good, but I think we'll get that through the vivisectionist line and then we'll be able to put it on other people. So maybe protection from alignment communal would be better. Or blur. We'll do protection from alignment communal. Because everything we're fighting is evil. And finally, Darren. Oh, I don't think there's anything we even have to think about adding with this. Yeah, I think we're gonna we'll be putting most of the stuff into charisma, but we will use the odd number to get his constitution up, because long run I'm going to have Darren as kind of a front wielding dual wielder, but he's sort of built for range at the moment. Definitely give him persuasion and sure, knowledge world. Let's do knowledge world and then we'll put a few into use magic device as well, because we've got Nest covering these skills. And for his first level 2 spells, could give him. Well, he's only. Oh, I've only got one choice. I just gave Warjif that, so I'm not too worried about having protection from alignment communal. Could give him bull strength. Am I going to have anyone else that's going to have bull strength? Okay, we'll give him bull strength.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
No available uses of those spells though.
Don't mind me.
Wardering injury. The target becomes bewildered. So that affects their armor class. That affects their attack rolls. That one's probably the least useful with the speed. Wait a minute, does a Warjiff have... Oh, no he doesn't yet. Yeah. I'll have him put mage armor on himself though.
Rules are made to be broken.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
False light.
I will not be trifled with.
I hope you appreciate
Always watch your back.
A box filled with a variety of whips and floggers. Oh, pleasant. A set of collars of various sizes. Horgus, what are you into? Chains, handcuffs, shackles, and a collection to rival a prisons. Horgus is definitely into some cheeky stuff. Let's put shield on Nest. It can be good to pre-buff a lot of the stuff you end up doing. Let's use Camelia's ball strength on Sela.
Missed me already.
Let's do a bless. There you go. Nicely buffed.
Save the last one for me. I'll cut you wide open.
Out of my sight!
Unfortunately, Darren doesn't have precise. He doesn't come with point blank range and precise shot like Ember does. So he's not great with a crossbow.
Cover me, all right? Can't you just die already?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The Inheritor, guide my blade. The spirits demand your blood.
Let's just rob everything in Horgus's house. He did say we could, so doesn't count as thievery. Just counts as picking it up.
The heartbeat quickens.
I will see to your demise.
Did I mess up again?
Sort of, yeah.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
won't survive me.
Precision and
No glory without risk.
Distract them for me.
No reason to pause.
So many books. This is a library after all. I'm not going to read all of these. Probably shouldn't even really be picking them up, but it can be worth just picking them all up and having a look at them because you never know if something will give you a bonus.
Hesitation is a waste of time.
Let's carry on. The door to the garden is blocked. Opening it is currently impossible. A heavy blunt object was clearly used to try to break down the door. The lock is broken. The door cannot be opened.
Let me draw the first blood.
Such a happy cultist. Wait, let's activate Dark Skin on land while I remember. Charge in there, Sealer.
I'll make short work of this.
Endure this!
Easy.
Into the fray. Not this time.
My tail is restless.
I understand why sometimes you can't use a lockpick.
This is my kind of work.
Oh. A special shirt, eh? +1 bonus on saving throws against all fear effects. Nest, you can wear that. You got scared a couple times. I'll be having that.
Careful now. What's that glitter?
I am helpful, am I not?
Sophisticated instruments of torture, the purpose of some of them can only be guessed at. August, the contents of your house are a little bit telling. That's the downstairs done. Let's go upstairs.
Yet another obstacle.
Just use Darren to give Camellia a shield of faith. Bit of extra defense. 4 minutes.
Make every strike count.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
That was best one off. Okay, use it.
Time to share your treasures.
Out of my sight!
Cover me!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
One dead.
Take you!
Weapon enchantment.
You are today's sacrifice!
Okay.
Cover me, all right?
I will see to your demise!
Can we retreat already?
Go for their hearts!
Ooh, Sealer's taking a bit of a punch.
Precision and grace.
You won't survive me.
Why not? Let's do Flame Blast.
Into the fray!
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
This'll leave a bruise.
Sealer's taking a beating. Let's use Darren to heal her.
Endure this!
Stab their backs.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
There's a lot of weapons in here. You know what, because I keep forgetting. Let's copy both these recipes. See, I chug some potions.
That's easy.
You can handle them, right? Distract them from me.
I'll cut you wide open.
Yeah, arcane weapon enchantment. Use it.
I'll loot your corpse.
Make every strike count.
So this is how it feels.
Camelia's taking a bit of a beating.
I'll make short work of this.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Time to share your treasures.
Your death awaits.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Use a heal on Camellia.
A bright
Oh, you
future
too.
awaits us.
Hey, Georgie. Cat's come to say hello. It's hard for me to stroke you while I'm playing
Now
this, Georgie.
what is that? I am helpful, am I not?
Precisely.
Let's have some fun.
Slayer.
You won't survive me.
Let's turn both these on. And try and get a good
Cover
hit.
me.
Cover me, all right?
Out of my sight.
The light, take you.
The spirits demand your blood.
Where are you hiding?
Endure this.
Turn off perfect strike.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The danger has passed. We can now signal Horgus from the
You can trust
study.
me.
Rely on me.
Masterwork cookeries.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Oh, he's just hiding some paintings behind, hiding some scrolls behind a big painting, is he?
Always watch your back.
The door is locked by some unusual or magical means. There seems to be no lock to it. I believe this is the study. The mansion is clear. You're alive. Fine work. My secret door remains unopened. Fantastic. I wasn't too late. If you'll follow me. Family secrets about to be revealed. It's so thrilling. Family secrets.
Careful now.
Can't hide from me.
What did I see? What did Lan see even? Seems that Lan saw something. Maybe it was the door.
That's easy.
The paintings are right where I left them. Very good. Horgus Gwerm thanks you for your help. Perception check. Success. There's something off about the paintings in front of you. The blonde-haired boy in the Gwerm family colours doesn't look like Horgus in the least. The family portrait depicts Horgus alongside an unknown half-elf woman and a little girl who bears a striking resemblance to Camellia. Who's that in the paintings, Horgus? So you've noticed. There seems there's no point in hiding it anymore. Horgus is silent for a few moments, then sighs and presses his lips into a hard line. You see, I have two secrets. Camellia is, in fact, my daughter, and I am not the real Horgus Gwerm. You're not Horgus Gwerm? My real name is Darian Witt. My parents were the servants of the real Gwerms, at their mansion on the eastern edge of Mendev. The Gwerms were generous and noble, but short-sighted. They burned through most of their fortune on charity, when instead they should have taken better care of guarding the mansion. When I was 10 or so, I used to play in the garden with the real Horgus Gwerm, who was just my age. I have no idea where the demons came from. Horgus ran to the mansion, and I bolted in the opposite direction. He was captured and killed, and I wasn't. Horgus shrugs apologetically. Crusaders came from the nearest city to aid us, but I was the only one who survived. They asked me my name. I said I was Horgus Gwerm. That's the whole story. Such a heart-wrenching tale. It never fails to bring tears to my eyes. Camellia. You're in no position to judge me, Camellia. Horgus's hands curl into fists, but his voice sounds more tired than angry. You're right, I'm not. Darren's expression is strained as he listens to Horgus's confession. A small boy in a manor under attack by demons. Such a familiar tale. Mendev has many such tales, but there are rarely any survivors. Take poor Horgus, for instance. He didn't make it. We were fortunate, Count, assuming you're not hiding anything. Horgus gives an awkward shrug, making it clear he was speaking in jest. Good, you were just a scared child. I have nothing but sympathy for you. I'm not doing lawful. Chaotic, a golden opportunity fell right into your lap. A golden opportunity fell right into your lap. There's nothing shameful in seizing a chance for a better life. Exactly! I wish I had your luck, says Woljif. That was my thinking at first. Horgus releases a hollow laugh. But the years have given me a different view on things. It is difficult for me to speak openly about secrets which I have kept all these years. I have been hostage to them my entire life, strange as that sounds. Camellia is your daughter? Yes, illegitimate, that is to say. Horgus's cheeks redden. She has resided in this house since birth. The staff thought she was a niece or the daughter of a friend who died in the Crusades. I never disabused them of their notions. Her mother, Iris, was a half-elf of humble origins. She worked in the gardens here. I wanted to unite the Gwerm family with another noble line. The Gwerm name should not be permitted to mix with commoners and thereby plunge into insignificance. Iris did not protest, and we successfully hid our connection. And when Camellia was born, I did not claim her as my own. As far as Mendev knows, Camellia is the daughter of a Gwerm family servant who died over 10 years ago. And before you start telling me what a terrible father I am, I want to tell you something. My daughter wanted for nothing. All her whims were fulfilled as quickly as they arose. I hired the best teachers and bought her the best books. She always ate well and had warm clothes. Isn't that what a parent does? You've discovered my most terrible secret. Father cares so much about the Gwerm name that he raised me in our mansion, hiding me away from the whole world. I'll always be grateful to my father for everything he's done for me, even if Mendev society disapproves of some of his decisions. Would it be insolent of me to beg for your discretion regarding what you know about us? Damn it all, I thought Horgus was as dull as ditch water. Now he brings this delightful offering of a stolen identity, a secret half-elf lover, and a bastard daughter. I'm afraid you'd rather put me to shame, says Darren. I promise to keep you secret, Camellia. The hint of a smile plays on Camellia's mouth. Please accept my humblest thanks. Horgus casts a wary look at her, but remains silent. What's it like to live your whole life under someone else's name? When I was a boy, I used to hate Horgus. The condescension most of all. The pity on his face. His smile when he called me to join in his games. The difference in our birthright wasn't fair. Envy clouded my mind. When the demons killed him and not me, I thought it was a gift of fate. I seized my good fortune with both hands and never let go. When I told them my name was Horgus Gwerm, the only heir to the vast fortune of the Gwerm family, on that day, life was fair. Unfortunately, it took me many years to see the generosity behind the condescension and feel the compassion behind the pity. I discovered far too late that Horgus was my friend, even when I didn't feel myself his. I never accepted the hand of friendship he offered until it was far too late. But now what can I do? Reveal the truth, reject the name, and allow it to sink into oblivion? Would my friend Horgus want this? Horgus shakes his head, tired. I bear the name of Horgus Gwerm with the pride and dignity it deserves. As a banner on the battlefield, I will multiply its merits. The Gwerm family will not be forgotten. I still serve Horgus Gwerm. Horgus attempts a smile, but the result is pathetic. What are you planning to do now? Well, first and foremost, I shall reward you handsomely for your help. And then, I shall burn these portraits. I have kept them all this time out of misplaced sentiment, but they serve no purpose now. My ravaged home will likely be picked to the bone, and this secret room will inevitably be discovered. I don't want these paintings to be seen by anyone else. I see. Well, you certainly earned your payment. Here, it was a pleasure doing business with you. Horgus is silent for a while. Camellia, I can tell from your face that you enjoyed fighting the demons in this worthy party. I only ask one thing. Are you certain? Camellia doesn't answer but looks at Horgus with a half smile lingering on her lips. Well then, clearly I can no longer keep you safe. Our house is destroyed, our servants scattered or dead. Horgus stares into his daughter's face as though he is seeking the answer to an unasked question. Then he turns his attention to you. But now, follow me. I'll make sure that no one ever again discovers the secrets of Horgus Gwerm. Wow, what a scandal.
Precisely.
That explains why Camellia and Horgus
You ask me.
have been acting so familiar.
Open your heart to me. I hope you appreciate this.
Is that breastplate good? Well, that's that then. Thank you for your help. Farewell and watch over Camellia. I will, Horgus. Right, well, that's the Camellia side quest done. Let's just go pick this up. We can evade the enemies. Can't bother to fight them. Regents collected. Yeah, let's go to the Tirabade residence. Seeing as we're already out here.
Always watch your back.
Let's just pop a bless.
Fighting for a righteous cause is certainly different from a simple massacre. The former is more bloody and performed with
Together?
duties out to
I'll
be
watch your back.
It's rather long-winded, Darren.
Inimosi Travisi.
Something wrong?
I do things my way.
I do things my way. That you do,
I
Nest.
always have the upper hand.
Did we find trouble? No, they did. Make every strike count.
Entranced fighters. What is entrancing them?
Distract them from me.
What the hell was that? Something just popped up and then disappeared.
So this is how it feels.
And just after I promised to look after you as well.
I will see to your demise.
No glory without risk.
Do an extra attack. Perfect strike.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
A terrible mistake.
Oh, I didn't realise. Doing the spell would provoke attack of opportunity when you were doing it that way.
Time to share your treasures.
Terrible
How it
mistake.
feels.
That thing's a bit scary. Channel positive energy from Darren. Heal everyone. Use Smite Evil Sealer. And knock this thing off.
You won't survive me.
So this is how it feels.
Cover me, all right?
But not anymore. Ward, you finished you off. That thing's gross.
Precision.
Sealer missed.
Endure this!
Lanny are pretty reliable at this point in the game. I will not deny that. Just heal a bunch, that's annoying.
I'll make short work of this.
The light take you!
Finish it
Every
off, Lan.
strike
There you go.
counts.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
Do another heal, Darren. One more. Should be fine. The Tirabade residence.
If there's gold, it's mine.
Save the last one for me.
Oh, okay. Got to be careful of that trap then. Do a ray of frost.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Now that looked like a succubus. Protection from evil communal. Let's get that out. She's invisible. Didn't do anything.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
This pain is excruciating.
Yeah, turn that on.
Stab their backs.
You won't survive me.
Succubus seems to be somewhat hard to hit.
You are today's sacrifice.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Into the fray!
This is a bit irritating.
Out of my sight!
So this is how it feels.
Camellia dies. Shit.
I'll loot your corpse.
Endure this!
Distract them for me.
Ah! No glory without risk!
Jesus, this is annoying. Use extra attack.
Make every strike count.
Why is this succubus so hard to hit? It's got very high AC, that's why.
Time to share your treasures!
The light, take you!
Finally got one hit in.
I will see to your demise.
I'm going to use arcane accuracy in the hopes that we'll...
Your death awaits.
Nope, still didn't hit. We'll use perfect strike again and keep our extra attack.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
For God's sake.
Cover me, alright?
The inheritor, guide my
Oh.
blade!
Okay, that didn't do anything.
Cover me!
You won't survive me.
Yeah, if I actually
Stab
remembered
you or
that I
zap
just
you?
gave
Why not both?
Camellia
Into the fray!
evil eye, I would have used it before she was killed.
Precision and grace.
Stab their backs.
Endure this!
We'll get
Distract
there,
them for me.
but this is incredibly irritating.
The light, take you!
I know I'll go off this.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
There you go.
I will help where I can.
Ask nicely.
Get rid of this trap.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Do I have any resurrection scrolls? Restoration, sound burst, remove disease. Unbreakable heart. No resurrection scrolls, okay. That's not good.
No reason to pause.
Sorry, Horgus. I'll promise to protect
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Camellia. Didn't exactly pay off. Irabeth's letter. Anevia, if you're reading this, know that I'm alive and I'm rallying a troop of survivors to rise to the city's defense. We're going to fight our way to the Defender's Heart Tavern, set up our command there and hold the line until help arrives. Or if the goddess wills it, we'll launch an attack on the Grey Garrison. I love you and I trust that we'll see each other again in this world, Irabeth. Well, that was not worth Camellia dying. I'm not going to have to come all the way back here to get her, am I? I'm not actually sure how it works when someone dies. I guess you go speak to the cleric. Is that how it works? I think, yeah, you go speak to the cleric.
Careful now.
If you don't have any scrolls to deal with it, that is, which I don't. Let's just double check that I definitely don't. Okay, we'll go back to the Defender's Heart now, I think, rather than doing more exploration. Or I could spend 14 hours changing the group and change her out. Now let's just go straight up to the Defender's Heart. Let's evade the enemies. Again, invade. I don't know if there's any reason why you shouldn't evade there. When you get those, the kind of choice to. We can remove this Death's Doors with door effect anyway.
That's easy.
Got some more survivors. To the tavern. The Defender's Heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling and festive city lies in ruins. But somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, even softly singing. It doesn't look like typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Seela waves to you. She is sitting at a table with the trio you met previously, the knight, the half-elf, and the red-headed halfling. Oh yeah, we met these guys in the market square, didn't we? Nest, come! Let me properly introduce you to Alan, Jana, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. Seela pushes a mug of beer towards you and speaks softly. It was me who convinced Irabeth to use what Jana, Curl, and Ellen found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures, good food and good company, could help keep the gloom at bay. Seela looks at you hesitantly, as if trying to gauge your reaction. It's too chaotic. Have I ever turned down merrymaking and good company? Ha! Let's raise our mugs, my friends. Wait, I'm not ready for another toast yet. It's not every day that I drink with paladins, knights, and sword lords. Jana. Hey, are we just going to sit here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better, so we have a better reason to toast. Tell me about you and your order, Ilan. Ilan. As stories go, it's not very entertaining. I was born far to the south, in Andorran. I lost my parents early, led the life of a simple mercenary, but often questioned the path I had chosen. I'm proud of my sword skills, I enjoy training and drills, and I'm not afraid of battle. But risking my life for coin? It takes a special mindset to choose that lot with no regrets. And you have to want to risk your blood. I saw too many of my friends die and wondered if it was worth it. So in the end I decided to choose another path. Now, if I'm going to lay down my life, at least it'll be for a good cause. That's how I ended up in Mendev and became a squire for the Houndhearts. It's a small order. By tradition, it never has more than 12 members, and a new member is only knighted after one of the elders dies. We patrol the lands along the Wardstone line, and provide aid to travellers and settlers. Unfortunately, death is common among the Houndhearts. I became a full knight 2 years ago after laying my mentor to rest. But I'm content with my choice. My place is among the Crusaders. Have you been serving in the Eagle's Watch long, Janna? Janna, I signed up 4 days before the demon attack. Am I lucky or what? Janna lets out an overly boisterous laugh. I'm an apprentice of a famous fencing master in Mivan, and I learned a thing or two from him, believe me. I soon got bored of fighting off bandits and getting involved in the petty squabbles of the bickering river kingdoms. I wanted a proper challenge, and you can't find a better place than Mendev. And what do you know, the moment I arrive, the demonic invasion begins. My father would say that's no accident. Fate brought me here. What about you, Curl? How did you end up among the condemned? Curl. I just did what everyone else was doing. I grew up in the slums, where everyone stole a little, or maybe smuggled or guarded stashes, so... Curl stares into his mug gloomily. But I never killed anybody, and I never did anything really bad. I got caught stealing, and when they made me choose between prison and the condemned, well, of course I didn't want to go to prison. I'm not that good a fighter, but as Norgborger is my witness, a thief can also be useful in a war against the demons. I've always been a good scout. I can sneak under the nose of any monster, and I don't know where my friends are now. We got separated when the demons rampaged through the city. Sealer, chin up, friend. Whoever you were in the past, you're our friend now, and a crusader. Your skills will be useful to us. How do you all know Sealer? Elan. I met my noble sister on the road to Canabris. I was returning from the south from my fiancée, and was happy to be in the company of a paladin of Iomedae. We said our farewells at the city gates, and I went north along the road to Dresden to my order's camp. Ellen's face grows grim at the mention of the camp. The demons attacked us there at the same time they struck Canabris, but we managed to fight them off. We hurried to the city's aid and joined forces with the Eagle Watch. All my fellow Houndhearts were wounded during the battle on the streets. I'm the last knight of my order who can still fight. It's so good to see Sealer again. Every loyal heart counts these days. Curl. I met Sealer at a tavern in Canabris before the attack, of course. But she was one of the few who would sit at a table with the condemned. Knights usually don't even look at us, but Sealer is different. I knew it the moment I saw her. Janna. And that's what made me notice Sealer too, so I sat down to talk to her. I never understood why everyone treated the condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Curl is a great lad. So after that night, Sealer and I went round the taverns together every day. Sealer. Mendev is an amazing place. People from all over the world come here for glory, redemption, or to help those in trouble. And they always find each other. This might be the best place in the world to find like-minded people, and friends. That was a toast, in case you didn't notice. Sealer, did you call me over just cause, or is something the matter? I didn't just want to talk about today's celebration. You see, Alana's in trouble. I want to help him, and I don't know anyone else in the city I can turn to. His fellow knights are all wounded in battle. Elan shakes his head. Bad idea, sister, I told you. I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Curl. Come on. Oh, come on. Hiding your sadness from your friends is no way to live. Sealer. Curl is right. Nest helped me find you. Without her help, I'd still be looking for you all over Canabris. So, Elan, come on. Stop being so stubborn. Tell me more. Elan. The young knight shakes his head. In all truth, I do not wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. A paladin of Iomedae and her friends certainly have more important things to do, especially now that Canabris has been overrun with demons. Sealer. If I've learned anything in life, it's that there's nothing minor about good and evil. Sealer begins seriously, but then a smile lights up her face. Take the three of you, for example. It seems like all you did was save one cart from some lesser demons, but look at how many people are happy now. That feat will never be sung of in songs, but who knows, maybe thanks to this one joyous hour of peace and rest, the defenders of Canabris will find the strength to protect the city. Sealer catches her breath. I talk too much, don't I? Well, Sir Elan, I want to help you, and my reputation as a holy warrior of Iomedae won't suffer if it's more of a minor adventure than a glorious feat. Elan sighs and seems a little embarrassed. All right, I'll explain. The life of a crusader has given me more than just a purpose and a chance to serve a righteous cause. When I abandoned the life of a mercenary and came to Mendev, I gained something else I never expected. It's here that I met, may all the ladies here forgive me, the finest girl in the world. It's a miracle she found any love in her own heart for a bungler like me. But I'm not about to let this miracle go. Not even the Demon Lord Discari and all his demon army can stand in my way. Luckily, my beloved is now safely away from Canabris. For half a year I've been getting up my courage to propose to her. I even ordered a ring from Derek Sunhammer, the best jeweller in Mendev. Independent nightly orders live mostly off donations, and I'm not what you would call rich. But I so want to make Kiana happy. It took me 3 months to find a jewel the same shade as her eyes, and twice that long to scrape together enough money. Master Derek's work was worth it, but I lost the ring during the demon attack, and I'll probably never find a worthy replacement. Sealer. The ring is most likely still at the Houndheart's camp outside the city. Alan and his friends didn't have time to pack up their camp. First the demons ambushed them, and then they rushed off to help Canabris. I think we should at least go there and check. Not right now, of course, but once the situation in the city is under control. What could we run into at this camp? Alan. My friends and I killed 2 large demons attacking the camp, then rode straight to the city without spending any more time cleaning up the rest of their band. It was only a few imps, but they might still be at the camp. Of course, that was a while ago. Our camp was attacked at the same time as the wardstone in the main square, and I haven't been back there since. Fine, I'll help. Sealer puts her hand on your shoulder. Thanks for agreeing to help. Elan is a good man and a true knight, and I think the world should repay those who are so devoted to doing good. Let's help him so he can propose to his beloved the way he wanted. The Houndheart campsite has been revealed. Jana. Sealer, I hope you can convince Irabeth to let me go with you when you do this. I don't want to be parted from my friends. Sealer. Of course, if the League of the Inspiring Cart has come together in this dark hour, we must continue onward together. A friend in need. See, I think this is who you talk to resurrect. Although I can't see it. Whenever I sleep outside the walls of the Defender's Heart, I'm plagued by terrible dreams. Can you help me? Vizeli Rathamus. The priest studies your face carefully. You look tired, but otherwise entirely healthy. If we were anywhere else, I would simply tell you to get some rest, but we are on the border of the world wound, and I'm all too aware of what's happening to you. As you know, the wound is a rift between Galarian and the Abyss, and all the evil that feeds the Abyss does the opposite in our world. It feeds on Galarian. So it is that even when we cannot see demons near us, our ultimate foe, the Abyss, is always surrounding us. Many soldiers fighting in the world wound experience similar things. They suffer terrible nightmares, get no peace, and sometimes even lose their minds. But we are trained to help you with this affliction. By the will of Adabar, I have consecrated an altar here. The God's grace permeates the space around it, soothing one's soul and quieting thoughts during rest. So if you find your nerves are fraying, seek out a holy place like this. Approach it and all the corruption will be cleansed from you. Can you show me the scrolls you're selling? Let's search resurrection. No. How am I meant to resurrect? This isn't actually something I've... Oh, restoration. No, that's about restoring ability points. A little confused. How? I swear I talked to someone that said that they would resurrect. Journal. It's good to see you. I look at you and I think we've got people like that on our side. There's still hope. Canabras has suffered a terrible calamity, but it still goes on. I have to go. May Aras still watch over you? Oh yeah, let's talk to Fawn Autumn Haze. How may I help? I met Kalessa. Fawn Autumn Haze. Fawn's melancholic expression remains calm, but his entire body tenses, and his fingers wrap around the handle of his weapon. Under what circumstances? I hope you seize the opportunity to kill her. Are you certain of your allegations? Fawn lowers his head and says in a hollow voice, I am. Her misdeeds are terrible and proven with absolute certainty. She claims she doesn't serve the demons. Of course she does. In an attempt to buy her life, she would stoop to the boldest and the most egregious of lies. Whose word do you trust, hers or mine? I kind of let her go. After giving you a saddened look, Fawn stares off into the distance. Your decision is regrettable. I'm afraid that in doing so, you've condemned her many future victims to death. I suppose it just means that bringing this hunt to a close falls upon my shoulders. I have to go. Good fortune to you. Does not seem happy.
Always watch your back.
Is it Hillhor that does the resurrecting? No. I really thought it was the cleric. What kind of help can I expect from you? Firstly, I sell scrolls. I have a lot of them. Second, while you're here at the tavern, I can read one for you. No. Are there, talking to Hawks, are there any places in the city worth visiting? If you mean places that normal people usually stay well away from, then there are plenty, like the Pintaxium wine cellar. Gemmel pauses for effect, like the name of the place alone should make you quiver in fear. It once belonged to a Pintaxian trading house, then King Itrovati came to power in Pitax, and property started changing hands. Soon after, the seller's shop assistant was found in a ditch. Not all of him, mind, just his head. Numerian gangsters had taken possession of the place. They wanted to sell something stronger than wine on the street, and they ended up on the gallows. Then King Irovati's number was up. So now the store stands empty and unclaimed. People say that a headless ghost wanders the place at night, moaning ghoulishly, ooh. The Pitaxian wine cellar has been revealed. Just don't ask me how he makes any noise with no head. I wasn't there. I just tell it like I heard it. I have to go. I'm just going to take a break and look up how I'm supposed to resurrect Camellia. I mean, I could have used Terendilev's scale, couldn't I, actually, thinking about it. But I'm pretty sure there is a way to revive people. So yeah, just gonna look it up. Yeah, be back in a bit. See ya.